I'm Andy Hobbs of Eden Mods. I'm going to do a quick tutorial now on how to swap your stock posts from your Snapdragon 1.5 over to the Velocity style post that you see just there. The Snapdragon I have is from batch 2. It's not engraved, but it's what can you do? You know, it's my one. And the difference is the two screws in the bottom there on the batch 1 are Allen head screws and not Phillips. That's it. So just bear that in mind. If you have a batch 1, you need an Allen key. Right, so let's take this. Let's get started. Take the two screws out the bottom. 1, 2. Make sure you do this on a nice flat clean surface, because there are parts that can come off that you don't want to lose. Right, okay, so we've got the base off. We'll put that aside for now. We don't need that. To get this arrangement here is called the positive post assembly. So to get this arrangement off, the best way to do it is to just put your thumb on top of the positive post, and you can tell the positive post because it has an O-ring insulator all the way around the outside, and you can see a little black portion down there by the deck. Let's see if I can get the focusing a bit better for you. There we go. So just push down on top of that, and the whole lot should just fall out the bottom. Right, so there we go. We don't need that right now because we're going to build that up again slightly differently when we put the positive post in, the new Velocity style post in. So we're going to do the negative for now. So you've got a screw in the bottom, undo the screw. Come on, there you come. Come on. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's left it on there. Right, we need that O-ring. That O-ring came out from the underside of the negative post we just took off. So it came out from under here. So we need to save that and put it into the new post. You don't want to not have that because there's potential for leaking. It may not. I've not tried it actually, but you know, we put it in there because it should be there. Right. So let's put the screw back in again. And then put the post over the screw and just screw it down. There are some lugs on it which locate it, which will help you align it when you're tightening it up. And it's locked in already. There we go. So basically hold it in its locked position, get your screwdriver, and just finish the job. Just get a little extra nip there. Fine. Right. Now the positive is a bit different because the way we pop the positive post assembly out, we pushed it out from the top. You can't do that with this post situation because it just won't go. You know, square brick round hole. You can't push it out through a round hole. So we have to sort of build it in situ. So if we take the positive post and align it so the grub screws are facing outwards, just wiggle and tease it in until it starts to poke out the bottom. There we go, just like that. We put that aside for the minute. Now we need to take this post off. So if we just roll that insulator off, it takes the 510 pin with it. One thing we have to be mindful of is that little O-ring in there. We need to keep hold of that, or keep an eye on it, make sure it stays there, or if it doesn't stay there, make sure you put it back in the right place when you go to put it back together finally. That will you don't want that going missing or building it without it. There's a potential for leaking without that O-ring. So we'll whip that screw out that holds the positive post in. You can see that there. And I'll probably take the seal with it. Yeah, there we go. The seals come with it. Right, so what I'm going to do is pop that seal back in. And hold the screw there. Pop the seal back in that position. It just sits in there just like that. And then I'm going to put the whole arrangement back onto the deck, onto the new post. In fact, I'm going to turn that post a little bit because it's out of alignment. So there we go. You can see the lug on the bottom of the positive post there. You just need to align that with the pad that it fits onto. So just slide that over the top. Hold everything down. Hold the pad down. This section here with the 510 pin thread. Hold that portion down as well. And start to screw it on. and with any luck it should pull into the keyway. If not, you need to give it a bit of a wiggle just to make it, yeah, it didn't go, mine didn't, so I had to give it a bit of a wiggle to make it slide into the slot, and then it will go. And when it's gone, you'll know it's gone because it will be the same height as the negative post. So then that's basically it. There we go. Right, quick tighten on there, and then you get the insulator with your 510 pin in it already positioned. Just screw it back in. So there you go. That's basically it. Then it's just a matter of putting the base back on again, and the 2 screws that came out the bottom. Don't do them up. Don't do one up tight and then the other one up tight. Put them both in loose first, and then do the final nip together. Just sort of make them catch, and then do the other one so as it catches, and then just go back over, like you're talking down something, you know, just to get it so it's the same. There we go. Right. So that's it. There we go. That's how you do it. Thank you very much for watching.